Hello crew, today what we're going to do is make some green drink. We're going to do it in a special way. We're going to use the vacuum blender to make the green drink. It actually takes out the oxygen when we're making the drink, so it makes it taste better, you wouldn't believe. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So come on, let's go. Okay crew, what we're doing today is we're making green drink by taking these items and chopping them up, putting them in this carafe. We'll put a vacuum on it, blend it up, and then put it through this nut milk bag and squeeze out all of the pulp. And what we're going to find is that we've got a juice that has way less oxidation and will last longer in the fridge. Because of the less oxidation, it tastes better, the color is better. This is a great way to juice if you've got the time to and the strength in your hands to squeeze the juice, separating the pulp from the juice. But we'll give it a try. I think we can do it. So let's do it together. So here we go. I start by taking this cleaned fruit and what goes best in the carafe initially is the dense, watery items. So we're going to put in this cucumber. So that'll go in first. Then we'll go in with the celery. And last, we'll go in with the lettuce. And sometimes there's too much stuff for my carafe, so I have to actually run the blender one time, kind of get stuff ground up, and then do it again. So there is a little time to chop this up, but it saves headaches. Once there's a vacuum on the blender, if stuff isn't chopped up and able to blend, it's a little bit of a nightmare. All right. Put this in, see how it goes. Put our lid on. Put our carafe on. This little lid does the sucking. Sounds like it's pulled a vacuum pretty good. Give it some pulses here. right, as you can see, now I have a little bit more room in my craft. So we'll take the vacuum off. Put the rest of our material in and grind it up. Blend it up. A lot of lettuce today. That was a big head. See if we can get all this in here in one shot. Doing the juicing in this method actually gives you more yield than when I use the vertical juicer. All right, take a vacuum. Do our last grind. See if we can just grind it without having to pulse. Looks like a pulse is what's needed. Get that stuff to come down. All right. All right, that's probably about all it needs. All right, looks like that worked pretty good. So now what we do is pour this mixture in our carafe, in our, I guess this is a 2-quart. All right, next step is to take this juice, squeeze it through the nut milk bag, getting rid of all of our ground pulp. Or the ground pulp stays in the bag, the juice is what comes out nice and pure and clean. You can see this beautiful green color. You don't get that oxidation in there. You can see it squeezes out pretty easily. So if you're a fan of making green juice, this is an option to look into, the vacuum blending. And of course you can vacuum blend about anything, right? The thing that's kind of tough is like carrots. Some of those vegetables are a little harder to do, but you can still do them if you have some watery vegetables in with them. As you can see, this process is pretty fast. The other thing is cleaning up of this nut milk bag. There's a couple ways to do it. One way that's pretty fast is you just run outside and spray it with the hose and it just cleans right up really quickly. The other way is you can just, I've got a sprayer on my sink so I can actually spray off the bag right here in the house. The weather is getting nice and warm though, so it's nice to run outside and do that with the hose. It's actually the fastest way. But I'm in an area where it gets really cold in the winter, and running outside and spraying with the hose is a cold endeavor. So I don't do that unless we've got a beautiful sunny day. Well, we're still getting juice. So we might as well get as much as possible. I'll show you the pulp when we're done, how dry you actually get it. I suppose you could take that pulp and put it in a dryer and use it for flour. All right, we're gonna call it a day with this squeezing. I'll just quickly show you what this pulp looks like. See, it's really nice, dry, and not much left compared to what I get out of my vertical juicer. All right, the next thing you know what I like to do, vacuum seal these jars so this will last in the fridge for a while if I need to. Doesn't last that long. Probably have this gone in 2 days. But we got quite a good yield. 1.5 quarts, a little bit more than a half. Change out our top here. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but I can see tiny bubbles. Although there's not a lot of oxidation in this juice, so it doesn't take much. So there you have it. Vacuum sealed. Boy, I always worry when I turn that upside down that that'll just come squirting out. Never does. All right, crew. Here's a little bit more healthy way to make juice. Using the vacuum blending process, keeping the oxidation out. You can use that vacuum blender for all kinds of things, for your salad dressings, anything you make in the blender, really, you can vacuum blend. And this is really an awesome way to go. So take care. Happy vacuum blending. Get your green juice on. I'm Kurt, and this is my universe. Thanks for watching.